A Crawler. I'm eating an old Crawler. An old-fashioned one. Like I feel like it was put open for. No, it is fresh, but it's like the style has got to be from the 40s or something. It was tasting like a time capsule.
Can't respawn anymore. I'm just like, it's like I'm in spectator mode.
Hey, I don't guess there's any way that that I can connect video to the voice chat channel, huh?
I think Discord.
I'll send you something on Facebook. I acquired a pretty cool artifact at work yesterday. An old Victor Victrola, 1917 model, and it works.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
What's a Victrola, man? Isn't that a record player?
Old record player, yeah.
Oh.
It was built in 1917. And I've had this huge stack of old 78s and nothing to play them on. And now I have it. Well, it's not really mine, but it's, you know.
Well, we all have that, I feel like, you know. The huge stack of 78s. Of course. I think I've seen one once in my life. It's like, it kind of looks like a record, regular size record, but it only has like one track on it.
Right. Yeah, and some of them were actually only one-sided, too.
That's like a first record.
Yeah. And they were made out of much harder plastic.
Oh, wow.
I got some job here, man. Oh, shit. I got to get
Hobo, do you think this could be cool with fans?
Oh, yeah. No doubt. This is a kick-ass map. Is this one yours, Beaver, or yours, Stone?
This is just from this kick mod, but I was showing you to Beaver because I have the intention of putting the facts and the spawns in so we can play it for RailwarZ.
Yeah, that's a good one, man, and it's fast, too. Hey, alright, let me let y'all go, man. Shit, maybe tomorrow I'll get with y'all. I'm not gonna have time to play tonight, man. I got other issues. So I'm fixing to lock up and head on and take care of my shit.
Have
fun tonight, man.
Hey, see you later, Hobo. Nice to see you.
Damn.
Are you working tonight?
Sure. How are you doing?
Look at the museum.
Hey.
Well, however many hours. We're here 8 hours a day anyway, so 9 to 5. Well, Monday through Friday. We'll close Saturday. All right, lock it. Okay. He wants me to call him. I thought he wanted you to call him. All right. What's his number? 90636.
Oh, wait.
Oh, 067. Oh, damn. Someone's still on. Alright, I'll catch y'all later, amigos.
Oh man, that was awesome. Very well handled on the museum. I was gonna... Could they hear me if I talked? I was so scared.
Huh? Oh, no, well, yeah, they can hear you, but it's a friend of mine that's here now. That just people on the phone. They were just asking what, it was actually somebody from probation wanting to do community service. So I get that a lot. But, you know, every little bit helps out.
How far are you from
So
Dallas?
shit, I can't figure out how to turn this off, man.
Oh, it's gotta stay running until you play RailwarZ. That's the way it goes.
Are you in Houston? I don't know where.
find the Discord off button on the bottom of the computer.
So this map right here, you just gonna add flags and spawn points?
Okay, I think I both swallowed the donut and that your picture on Discord is an actual beaver. But I feel like it looks like Punxsutawney Phil. Is today Groundhog Day?
Yeah, I guess it is February 1st.
I'm going to, what was I going to do? Oh, I was like, let me just upload that video. It should take 30 seconds. And then I ask you, is it Groundhog Day? And then instead of typing in YouTube, I type in Groundhog Day 2018. And then it's like 4 or 5, maybe weeks, months, years later, like I upload that video. It should take 30 seconds. 4 crazy Groundhog Day facts you probably never knew.
That's crazy.
I don't get it. I don't know if it is. No, it's tomorrow, man. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning. It's the moment. On Friday, February 2nd, 2018, America's most famous groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, will emerge from his burrow at Gobbler's Knob in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, as lore goes of Phil, the only official rodent meteorologist. The result means 6 more.
Who Super Toaster and Shaggy are and 303?
I feel like Shaggy actually was playing RailwarZ the other night, but it's not that I know that person. They're probably like aliases, and I probably know them somehow. And they were nice. Why are they?
Oh, I'm just curious. I just see them on here. I don't know who they are. I saw they were on Underlord's chat room.
Really?
So I was just gonna give them a little welcome.
Are you gonna kick ban them? Give them a little welcome, like
in the RailwarZ chat room here on the Quake Legacy.
No, I'm sorry. I'm all amped up, and I'm just projecting all this craziness out into the world, and you're just being gonna welcome them, and I'm like, what am I talking about? In Goner's map video, I have the tiger skins on, but I got to take them off, to be honest with you, because that is just
too much.
Way
Did you
too
see
much.
those Tron skins? Those Tron ones?
Cool. I like the way they close.
Yeah, those look pretty cool. I thought about switching to those, but I haven't switched yet. You see this guy Fractal on here?
Yeah.
That's Kickstart Bubba.
Oh, no way. That was like amazing. Like, he told me that story. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then the guy, his grandfather, freaking restaurant manager.
Oh, wow.
Reading that shit, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Do you know who Odin is? Odin?
I don't know him, like, but he was also playing the other day. He started following me on Twitch.
Yeah, I've seen him playing. I just wondered if it was the same Odin from back in the day.
I think it is.
There used to be like OD Odin or something. But I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Whatever.
Twitter? I think it's like RailwarZ CTF.
Is there any, like, underscore or anything?
I don't know. I'll say something.
No, I can search it really quick.
RailwarZ CTF. At
Oh, yeah,
RailwarZ
yeah.
CTF. No underscore or space or anything.
Well, you should see a notification on your Twitter now that will take you to the video.
Oh, I see it. That tiger skin looks pretty good, at least the orange one. I haven't seen the other one yet.
I like that it like glows like that. Like, it definitely looks better. It's just the face. Like I can never look again at the tiger face on the grunt model. I'm a big tiger fan. I used to have like a lot of tiger stuffed animals. For me to see that face, it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool, at least from the back. You could always change the front of the face, though. And like a skin editor.
Hey, for you, did it go into this ABC Kids Songs Rhymes Learning Baby video?
Yeah. 3 little.
That's fucking weird as shit. Look at the with that video. Like I feel like that's from the tiger skin.
Probably, yeah.
I'd never seen it go into this crazy shit before.
That's like what my kids watch all the time too. So it's like nothing. Like I see that stuff all the time. So maybe it's just because you posted it on my.
I feel like something like in the meta tag that I created must have picked up like a foreign language too, because it was all in like Arabic.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, internet's pretty crazy how it works.
Me over 20 years to change skins freely.
You finally got it.
Right? Like, isn't that fucking stupid?
I just wonder, maybe because you tagged me, maybe it like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because you tagged at RailwarZ CTF, and it's tied in with like my YouTube and my Gmail. And like my kids watch so much Little Baby Bomb and Lulu Kid, like all these videos that you're seeing. Maybe it's there because it's like on my thing. But then it could be because you put the tiger thing in there too. Tiger, I don't know. But that's definitely what my kids watch all the time.
I'm tagging you in this other video because we played that fucking map. The train map one, like when we played the game, it got up to like 4v4 or 5v5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like thinking like about the spawns, because I was like, oh geez, I wonder like how that's gonna work. But it's actually very interesting, and it becomes like a really big part of like the map itself, because the way that they did it was, it's like probably the maximum size that you could have a map be. But they made it manageable because when you spawn, like you always spawn like in your in the base where you're died closest to most recently, if that makes sense. So is that like a setting that you can select for?
What was the question again?
When I know that there's like different like flag settings or whatever you call it, where you can like be like spawn farthest away from where you've died.
Right.
I feel like there's also one that must be like that they have it set on where you spawn only in the base, and you spawn in the base like where you died closest to.
Well, there's only two. There's spawn farthest, and then there's like spawn closest.
They just have 2 spawn pads, one in each base, and then spawn farthest on, or spawn closest on. I'm sorry.
But then there's like the way that the map is actually made, how the spawn points work too. So I feel like for that map, I just need to move the spawn points around, and it'll change how it actually works. And then also, you can also like have there's like spawn points, and then there's team spawn points. So I could add in like teams. I could take out the regular spawn points and just do the team ones. That way, it's like the blue guys will only spawn out of blue spawn points, and the red will spawn out of red spawn points.
Interesting.
the proper way to make a CTF map is use the red and blue spawn points, but I'm like pretty lazy about spawns and don't pay a lot of attention to them.
Well, you pay more attention to it than the people that make like maps where they just like put like 2 in or like they trap you somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'll like throw a few in there just to make sure everyone's not getting trapped, but it's like one of those real fine details. You gotta like play the map a few times to really know like what changes need to be made. And so that's another reason I like if I make a map, I want to like keep playing it over and over with people to like see what bugs and what people are going to complain about, so I know what to go back and fix.
It's exciting, like to have you take that like approach, because that's like an approach that made the best maps. Like that's how their map's so good. It's not like they got lucky. They made like 1 million fucking versions.
Oh yeah. That's why like you'll see I made like 1,000 maps, the same map, just little tiny changes to each one.
Yeah, but that's amazing, Beaver, that you're doing that. Like that's like you're like the Malcolm Gladwell of Quake 2. Like taking this awesome approach. This map is kind of interesting. Am I wrong? Like the coloring would suggest that at some level it was thought of for a CTF game.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Pretty interesting map, yeah. Ends definitely. So what time are the games tonight? You should make an announcement in the RailwarZ CTF channel. You know how to do that?
Let me see.
Type out the @ sign and then RW, and then say, big games tonight at 8 or 9 p.m. Central or whatever. Help me make this more like people are using it. And post all your YouTube links and Twitch links in here and everything.
I was like,
No,
that I should,
instead of the pound sign, use the @ sign. @RWZ.
at RWZ.
Yeah.
Just that? Okay.
And it'll notify everyone that might be interested in playing RailwarZ. Probably over 100 people I've tagged on it. We've got 20 RailwarZ people on right now. Plus there's other people that aren't in the RailwarZ thing that'll still get notified. There you go. You got it that time.
That was cool. I heard the notification over here, so that's what everybody kind of got.
Yeah, like some people, like if they got it set up, they'll get an email that says, oh, like exactly what you wrote. They'll get an email about that. It's just depending on the notification settings. But it's just, it's just nice, like when it's coming from more than just me, like all the time. Like then people are like, oh, it's a reason to come by and stop.
Hell yeah. Some of those maps that were put on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. Like, there's I could bore you to death, I'm sure, with like too many maps though. So please, you don't have to see.
Oh no, I like them. But yeah, like if you could, like, you know how you use the Facebook group I made to, say, hey, play tonight or whatever. Like now, every time you want to get people to play, just do that little @RWZ in Discord, and that'll really like help build the community.
That's really cool that you set it up with all those people tagged. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
But I mean, it's even more people than you think. Like, 'cause there's like 600 people in that Discord, and 200 of them got an Discord NPC tag. But yeah, just like you use the Facebook group and your Twitter and everything. Like, just post your YouTube links and your Twitch links and just post stuff in there and just like.
Start doing that because I don't know if you know this about me, but like I'm addicted to like well, I have a very addictive personality. Like the OCD thing is very strong as well, and I'm addicted to stats. Like I'm just a stat hound. Like in the restaurant world, like I like to get the good numbers.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the episodes of Deadliest Catch where they have the fucking terrible runs of luck. Like there's a bit of like a shade and crowd, but at the same time I have too much empathy. I'm just like, fuck, like get the fucking crab, get on the crab, guys, get on the fucking crab.
Yeah.
So the ones I really want to show you are the ones. Hold on one second, I just want to open up the archive that I sent you.
Pretty cool.
It's like the 2 version of the more popular, the original.
I thought about remaking this one and taking out, like, removing the little happy face thing.
Actually, I know that you think it's a happy face, but a lot of people, no, that's usually what you say to me, where I'm like the crazy clown that's gonna fucking come in my dream.
It was supposed to be a skull and crossbones, but it got stretched out and it looks kind of like a mouse or something.
Yeah.
But I thought about removing that and just making this level like a little more plain. But I thought this one was pretty fun. Like I liked like the flow of it.
May I request a change of the rock texture to like a different color?
Yeah. What? I can make it like the color of one of those kick maps or something that you had on earlier.
Oh yeah, anything really. I feel like it's just like I got a bad texture for that texture. Like I've seen better ones on other people's computers, and like I feel like I got a lemon.
I can make it like something like this. This gray color.
Nice, the gray, the darker one.
Yeah, and like even like use like the stripe going down the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. But you could just get rid of the rock and make it different.
Well, I don't really smell what the rock is cooking. Hey, why do you think that your boss at work is on the rock or on speed?
Oh man, like it's like I've got 100 reasons why I think she is, but
like runny nose, like behavior.
Yeah, runny nose, oily hair, face all sunken.
Are you sure she's just not related to me?
She's always talking about her money problems, and she's been like working at my work for like 7 years. So you would think after 7 years of a stable job, she'd like have your money problems fixed by then.
That's very true.
She's a supervisor too, so she's making more money than me.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that's definitely.
She says she has no heat in her car.
Oh my god.
She says she lives in a bad neighborhood. She said she helped someone from her bad neighborhood get a job at my work, and then the girl kept calling in. And she said the reason she couldn't come to work is someone shot and stabbed her. I mean, just like crazy off the wall stories. She gossips nonstop. Like, she cannot shut up. And
That's terrible. She's definitely on crystal meth.
Exactly, yeah. And like, I mean, I've literally seen it. Like, her face looked like kind of normal, and then she said, "Well, I need to go in the car." This is like 30 minutes before she's about to go home anyway. Why do you need to go to your car 30 minutes before you're about to go home?
Oh my gosh, that's the worst. Like,
her face is like just so sunk in. She just
it changed her face.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just I've noticed all these little subtle things because she's crazy. I got to work like the other night, and she's talking to this one guy who's like kind of racist. Anyway, so they're like just talking like, super loud, and so like it was like they were talking so loud and they didn't focus on my work. But anyway, so I just like turn some music on the computer. I turn it up so I don't have to listen to them. And then the racist guy, he's like says says something to my supervisor, and she's like, she plays music all the time, and she plays it like super loud. But anyways, because he like says something to her, she tells me I need to turn the volume down. So I go, yeah, I can turn it down. I'm like, you guys mind turning the volume down on your voices? And she got so pissed at me. She's like, you know, music is good. I was like, well, that's fine. I was like, I don't mind turning it down. And I asked you very nicely if you could turn the volume down on your voice, because I can't even focus right now. And she's just like looking at me like the crazy person does. But it was so funny.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's insane. Like, that's so scary to have.
I've seen her like I don't know if you've seen people on Netflix or whatever, but you know, like when they're coming down and they're like having like withdrawals, the body like starts twitching and it looks like they're like about to pass out.
Oh god.
Like I've seen her do all that stuff too, like standing up, sitting down, doesn't matter. Like I've seen her like literally like falling out or whatever. And
you know what? I feel like it could also be is a combination of meth and heroin.
Yeah, I mean, it could be also. Yeah, but I mean, the point is, she's doing something.
Like what you talked about, like going to the car, that usually indicates like a brown drug that must be injected into the blood.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's a huge fucking red flag when somebody has to go to their car to do anything. Like
The craziest
smoke weed anymore, people. Let me assure you that. Like I can tell you how to do that 100 different. I can write the guidebook on how to do that at work. And it does not involve going to the car.
Right. I mean, she's got a vape pen. I think like she like takes some crystal rocks and like dissolves them into her vape pen and smokes them.
Wow. Yeah, you can definitely do that. That's
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
up.
I read all about it on the internet.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
But anyway, so like I tell my general manager, my operations manager, they're like just like enabling her, protecting her, acting like everything I'm saying is like not even true. And like everyone else says they complain about it too. Like they don't even care. So
Well, you did the right thing. Like what you did basically was make it. You escalated it to the point where they had to make a record of it. Am I wrong? Like they took down your comments on the record.
The only thing they acknowledged that I complained about was like stuff like she was like constantly telling me like how stupid and how slow and how retarded like some of the other employees were. And so I told my general manager, operation manager, I was like, I don't like it when she's like talking badly about my coworkers because I feel like she's saying the same stuff about me and she's saying it about them. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And they're like, well, yeah, that's definitely not professional. I was like, I can't even believe how she even became a supervisor. It's like, how desperate are you? Like, it doesn't make any sense why she should be in leadership. But the only thing I can think of is that they all do meth too, and they all do meth together. And so it's like they all have each other's backs.
Oh, I don't know about that. You don't necessarily. I mean, like,
Like they haven't given me any sign thinking they do, but.
Well, people like my mom was like an alcoholic. Like my dad has addiction problems. Like I know from both sides of my family, like about what it's like to have people surrounding an addict. And it's like you don't necessarily need to do crystal meth to enable. Like enabling is just sometimes second nature, especially when someone's been with the company for 7 years. Like you're going to enable hard. I doubt that those people, like it's such a destructive drug. Like I feel like it's not something that people really want. Like that lady, like though, like it sounds like she's in a bad situation, and it just sounds like those people are fucking using their royalties to enable that fucking bullshit. I wouldn't worry about them being on crystal meth too, unless you see the same behavior.
Well, the only one thing I like noticed was like, so I have like a lead supervisor, which he's like above all the other supervisors, but he's below the operational manager and below the GM and everything.
Okay.
But I asked him about it once, like about her problem, and like his teeth are like, like her teeth are like completely rotten out. Like what?
You fucking kidding me?
Oh no! Like she has no teeth; they're just black stubs. But anyway,
wow. So you're working for a fucking meth zombie.
Like 100,000%.
Jesus. I'm like giving you the softball. Well, is her nose a little sniffly? You're like, she's got fucking rotten stumps where it used to be. She goes to get high in her car, her face changes. I'm like, oh my god.
It's like,
They definitely are enabling her. And yeah, who knows? Like, that's such a serious thing. Maybe they are fucking doing that shit too.
right. Anyway, so my lead supervisor, like, I've seen him, like, inside his mouth, and his teeth are all, like, a little discolored, too. Kind of black.
Is it possible they're all British, Beaver? Are they all from England?
No, nobody. They're all, I mean, I think they're all smoking. But,
They're all what? Wait, what did you say?
I said I think they're all smoking meth.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like dad's going on.
It's like, you know, my mom, she's abused drugs, and like I'm familiar with all this stuff. And I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, so it's not like I'm just.
I'm maybe mistreating you then. I don't mean to like speak to you like a child, like I condescending, like I have the special addict knowledge. I just think that maybe my perspective also is like too much like and you know this about me, like trying to find like the positive of like that's like how I deal with the trauma of having to live with these addicts, is like I try to find the positive. So I'm like, hopefully, you know,
I mean that's my nature too. Like
all their teeth are gone, then I'm like, fuck. And like you're like the supervisor's teeth are gone. I'm like, fuck, they definitely are doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm like 1,000% sure she's doing it. But
dude, like the guy that is like the mid-level, like
dude,
upper
he's,
level,
like super professional and like keeps himself composed. So it's like he might have just done that stuff a long time ago, or maybe he just hides it better. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
the more money you make, the better you can get like replacement teeth. Like you can do whatever. You know,
exactly. Right. Yeah, you can keep. Yeah, that's true.
keep the body fresh, like the Night King.
Right.
But like he's been alive for 300,000 years.
Right. But she tells me this. She doesn't just tell me, but she like, announces it out loud one night, real loud. That's how she always is. But she's telling us all the story about like how before she used to work for this company, she had a truck driver boyfriend. Ended up
getting her high on meth, and then she got addicted for the rest of her life.
Well, she said he ended up like holding her hostage against her will.
Wow, are you fucking kidding me?
And so it's like, I'm like, well, the truck driver's smoking meth. So that's one more reason to add to life. Anyways, then
so that's where my mind immediately went, is to that conclusion that the truck driver introduced her to meth because.
Oh no, I think she was smoking meth way before. But anyway, so she said she's got this truck driver boyfriend, and that eventually he was holding her against her will, and she's like, everyone in her family thought she was a whore. Like this all the stuff that she's saying like out loud for everyone to hear. It's like, you know, that's just stuff you don't talk about at work. But anyway, she says that,
especially like you would expect her to have learned that over 7 years. I say inappropriate things, but I've definitely learned that you don't fucking just open your mouth and start spewing the worst things that have ever happened to you at any moment. You never want to do that.
Exactly. Anyway, she says that he throws a brick through a window and hits her in the face, and that's how she loses all her teeth. I'm like, oh, sure. Like, did this really happen, or is that just an elaborate excuse for you having meth mouth?
What? Oh my god. That is so insane. That is insane.
I told them all this stuff too, and they're just like, well, you know, everyone has their own perception of reality. I was like, that's a really lame excuse for not wanting to believe me.
Well, I mean, I think that, like, the person that you said you were speaking to was super professional and probably not involved, or was, like, so deeply hiding it with, like, whatever, money.
Right. Well, I mean,
it wasn't they that's
professional. It's just, I feel like it's like, you know, there are functioning meth addicts out there, and I feel like my supervisor that I'm having all the problems with, I feel like she is not so much functioning, she just happens to work with people that are enabling her.
Yeah.
She couldn't make it in any other company. She would be fired so fast. But for whatever reason, she's lasted there long enough, and they just don't care. But it's like I work for a valet company, and they let her drive these cars. How could you let her drive any of these cars? It's like, you guys are crazy. She doesn't drive them.
I feel like valet companies, like more than me, but I feel like it's like one of, like, maybe in Chicago it's like way worse, but in Chicago it's like one of, like, Raven's ex-husband was a valet. Like, he got to be like an upper level dude. And, like, it's like a hard-ass job. Like, you're, like, on the street. Like, there's so much shit that can go down and does go down.
This isn't just like your average valet company. This isn't just like for a nightclub or something, This is a world-class valet service for DFW Airport.
Oh my god, that's insane. That's fucking insane.
Like over 400 employees.
That's, like, on the same level of insanity as, like, Trump just letting the 3 Russian spy directors in the country.
Exactly. This isn't just like...
It's not uncalled for. It's like...
I would expect this behavior at a nightclub or something. I don't expect it working at DFW Airport.
It's a huge liability that nobody in business would ever want to assume with a rational mind.
Exactly. And so that, like, just led me to... maybe my general manager and operations manager, it's like, maybe they're on some crazy stuff too, and they just, like, they don't care, they just have her back no matter what. Or maybe it's just her position's like a hard position to fill, and they just...
That's what I was thinking.
They just don't have anyone that wants to work, like, because I work, like, an overnight graveyard shift. And I think just, like, not a lot of people want to work it, but I think a large part of why people don't want to work it is because nobody wants to work this crazy company. But anyway, when I finally got tired of complaining, I sent them my resume for supervisor. I was like, alright, I'm not going to complain anymore, but here's my resume. If you guys ever want to make me supervisor, there you go. My number one asset, I don't do any drugs.
Well, Beaver, all you gotta do, like, is, it sounds like she's, like, right, like, to fall off the tree.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's like, oh, I think I'm gonna have an aneurysm someday. I was like, well...
Oh my god. That's great, Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for staying in the job that's killing you. Like, it's really great to be working here and to be with you.
I mean, it's like...
Rotting corpse, that's the Night Queen. You're like, wow, like, this is really a lot of fun.
She can be, like, nice and sweet and everything, like, but she's just so unprofessional.
Well, you know what? If you just document the ways that, like, her unprofessionalism affects, like, the guests, like,
right,
or whoever.
That's the only stuff that, like, they'll actually listen to me about, is, like, her actual, like, what she's doing wrong as far as, like, being unprofessional. And, like,
I bet you that at some point, like, if you just come up with, like, you don't have to, like, do it in an attacking way, or maybe you can even find, like, a way to, just have, like, one person, like, that you trust, like, human resources are in the middle level structure that you could, like, have, like, report on it, like, rather than it be you. And then, like, that would be the way to become a supervisor, because it sounds like she's fucking not, like, she shouldn't be there.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Do you think that it's like they can't really fill the position and they don't want to have turnover there, so they're like...
I mean, I think that's part of it, but then also I think it's like they don't think she's that bad, and they feel so bad for her, they don't want to, like, fire her, or... And I even told them, I was like, you don't think you need to fire her, I think you just need to not put her in a leadership position. Exactly, yeah. Because, I mean, she is, like, she's got good work ethic when she's not, like, super blitzed out of her mind or whatever. But, she doesn't have any business, like, telling people what to do, because she doesn't, like, even know how to speak to people. Like, the other night, like, the night she got mad at me for when I turned my music up, whenever she was talking, like, insanely loud. She, like later on in the night, she's, like, still pissed off at me. She's like, Nick, come here when you're, like, legitimate. So I was was like, alright, I come over there. She starts to like try to tell me how I like did something wrong. She's like, oh, never mind, you didn't actually do anything wrong. I was like, so what are you trying to tell me? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, well, thanks, that was really informative.
Well, Beaver, like, this might be, like, the same kind of advice, like, I was giving you, like, from the addict's perspective, where you already know everything I'm about to say, so please understand that. Just take it with a grain of salt. But what I would say is that what you want to document is not, like, when, like, that kind of thing happens, where it's, like, the music, like, and it becomes, like, a you versus her kind of thing, even though they were ganging up on you, and that's bullshit, like, that she is such a hypocrite that she would fucking even do, like, way louder music herself. But, like, you should document like her versus the public, if that makes sense. Like when she's like that,
right.
When she's at her most like turned up, like ask like somebody like to give her a phone call or pay her a visit, or like, you know, like ask her to or, you know, like see like her on the phone, like say something like, and you just overhear her say something totally unprofessional to like a customer or like something like that. Like that's when I would document this shit and like just try to like form a pattern of
Well, what I did the other night when we had our little battle about the being loud or whatever, I just went to the other working supervisor, just like, hey, like, she's literally acting crazy right now. Can you tell her to please be quiet so I can focus? So he calls her out, and the other guy that's being loud, and, like, talks to them for like about an hour. And then after that, it was like quiet the rest of the night.
Oh, that's awesome. That was a good way to deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already doing everything the right way. I just hope that you get rid of that woman. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. Like every time I've had somebody that, because I like obviously have, you know, like the addictive personality myself. Like I struggle with drug abuse myself. You know, have that sympathy, like the empathy thing. But like for me, like there's like a line that people cross, and then I just want them totally out of the business. I don't want to have to trust them or be put in a situation where I have to trust them, you know, with like my life or like safety of others, like because they are so like I feel like my Aunt Judy said to me, it's not like what you do, but how you do it, and like what you said, like the functioning thing that's out there that are functioning. I don't have a lot of experience with meth heads, but for me, like I just have a line that people cross, like, and with heroin, and it's like that was crossed recently, and cocaine all the time in the restaurant, like, and when people just bring that into the place of business and make it your problem,
right?
And I just my strategy when that happens in the restaurant business is to not just like laugh it off and like let it go every time. Like I always go hard at that person, because I feel like even if I can laugh it off and let it go, that person is going to infect the work environment and make it unsafe for everybody and bad vibes for everybody.
Oh yeah, and it's like, I mean, I feel like I'm not the only person that's like had problems with her. Like I've talked to so many other people that are like, oh, I quit working her shift because I just don't want to work with her anymore.
Wow, so that's like that's a real like issue. Like that person has to go. Like that's fucked up.
Right. I mean, people are changing their schedules because they're like, I just can't work with her. And so I feel like, you know, come the day I say I don't want to work with her anymore, you know, that'll just add on to the list. And it's like, you know, like that position will just get that much weaker that nobody wants to do it, and they'll have to finally do something.
Well, I think that you are doing an awesome job, because what you're doing is going to them pretty much with the solution, not with the problem.
Right.
And the way that you phrased it, like that you want to take on that responsibility, like that's fucking amazing, Beaver. Like that's the.
I didn't even say I wanted to take her risk. I really, there's like other supervisors that are like about to quit or whatever, and so I didn't even I work in the dispatch office. She's a dispatch supervisor. I didn't offer to be a dispatch supervisor. I offered to be like a regular supervisor that works in like the other office. So I just did that so I could like get out of her office and get away from her.
I see.
But I mean, really,
well, the way I read it might not be a bad way to like kind of maybe be open to that, because they might read it that way. You know, like they might be like, oh
yeah.
Just put you in her job.
I mean, I still have like a few more things I need to learn before I can like, actually take her and like replace her. And not because anything's hard, it's just because I haven't like had the chance to actually do some of her tasks. Yeah.
I hear you.
But also, it's like I've been working like 3 nights a week or 1 night a week, so I've been learning like a little slower because I haven't been working 5 nights a week or whatever. And also, it's like if things don't change and get better for me, like I'll just go apply for a new job and get a better job. So I don't like really have my heart like set in this place and then fix things for me. And that's what I told him when I applied for a supervisor. I was like, you know, this is my schedule for the whole entire year. This is exactly, you know, what you can expect from me. And this is how much slack I can pick up or whatever. And, you know, if they want to start paying me more and give me more responsibility, that'll make me happier. If they don't want to do that, then, like, it's this test I've been studying for. As soon as I pass it and get the certification, I can go get a job that pays double what I'm making working for them.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's not really a big deal to me. It's just all temporary.
Well, even though it's temporary, like, I like that you're working with integrity. Like, that's a big word, you know, but I feel like that's what you're bringing to the situation.
Right. And I mean, yeah, it's like if they really wanted their company to run better, they would choose better people like me and other. I even like made all sorts. I didn't. Like just my coworkers. Like I wish this person was, or this person, or this person. So I even gave them plenty of suggestions, but I don't know if they care.
Well, I feel like they care too much, you know? They care, oh, we care about this woman, we're going to keep her in this fucking terrible job, but they don't see the pain that others are suffering by them caring so much about this one person, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah. And if it keeps up that way, that's probably why I'll just end up quitting and getting a better job.
Oh, yeah, like they're not fucking listening to, you know, like they're listening to that voice of the addicted fucking person that's been there forever. Like, it's sad. It's sad to see that shit.
Yeah. It's just got to be
that's like a destructive dynamic that they're setting up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but that's my life. Nothing.
Well, I mean, that's like the restaurant business is like, you know, so similar to that. I totally sympathize. Like, it's so easy to like. I was going through years of my life where like the chef I was working with was like,
"Oh, you going to school? You guys learning? You having so much fun? So like, what are you doing? You playing? Give me a high five. Thank you. Oh, you finished your homework? You got Hatchimals? Wow. Oh, you're so fast. Yeah, it'll all get better in time.
Yeah, I've had to work directly with partners that were like suffering alcoholism and making me suffer it with them. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah.
I had to watch a parent like go through this and pass away, and now you're gonna bring this back into my life. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about like meth. Like my mom, she doesn't even really like. She's abused meth, crack. She's probably tried every drug known to this world or whatever. But it's like, I don't think she like had like a continual like meth problem like this lady does. It's just like my mom's biggest problem was just like whatever her boyfriend did, like she would do that too. But it's like she didn't really care for the drugs, she just wanted to like fit in with whatever her boyfriend was doing. And she always had a different boyfriend. So like if he was an alcoholic, she'd drink with them. If he was a crack addict, she'd crack with them. If he smoked meth, she'd smoke meth with them. It's like it didn't really matter. But the one thing, you know, she's always done is like just smoke weed. And I mean, my mom always tells me it's like the reason she is the way she is like because my grandpa or her dad was like so physically abusive, and so I think like that has a lot to do with like why she's like is the way she is, or so like codependent or insecure or whatever.
Oh man.
So it's like
Yeah,
a few years ago I tried to let my mom like, help her get back on her feet or whatever, and like for a while she tried to quit smoking weed so she could like get sober and get a job or whatever. And like after like 60 days of not smoking weed, she still couldn't pass the drug test. I guess like 'cause she's like kind of overweight or I don't know when she's been smoking weed all the time.
Wow.
But after like 60 months of not smoking, like she started having like those weird like body convulsions, like kind of like a meth addict does.
Oh wow.
She started like twitching and telling me there was like cameras in the TV, and she was like talking all crazy and like just saying really crazy stuff. And so like I called my grandma and my aunt, like telling them like what I should do about my mom. And like, oh, like we tried to make her quit smoking weed before too, and like that's what she did to us. Like she went like super crazy when she was like going through all the stress of not smoking. And so I think it's like not only is it like the detox process, but it's also like just being under all the stress causes people to like just go nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. And so like my grandma.
And it happened a while after she stopped, smoking, like 60 days, and then it got really bad.
Oh yeah, like she was fine for like the first month or two, but then like after like 60 days of not smoking, like she was just going super crazy. And so finally I was like, you need to smoke some weed. And then she like got better again. So I was like, okay, she just needs to always smoke weed and she'll be all right.
Wow.
But she doesn't need to be doing the other stuff, the hard stuff. I feel like that's like there's no place for that.
yeah, rolling go.
I find that for me, it helps me stay away from all the bad stuff as well.
You want this one? You want water? Or you want green juice? You want vanilla spider milk? Let's go get it. Here, I got it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Like a third of your book. He said it's 300 pages, so 80 is like
Right.
the index and stuff. So it's like more than a third of your book. Oh wow, you almost be done. Oh wow. Breezing through it. Oh wow. Right. Yeah. You'll be done in no time. Oh, well, that's awesome if you get a retake. If you take the test once and mess up, you'll definitely pass the second time. Oh. Yeah. Well, 6 weeks from now, 2 months, you'll probably be done. There you go. Wow. Yeah, take a little break. Yeah. Let's say spaced repetition is the best way to learn. It's always a homework time. Any other maps you want to show me on here?
Oh my god, yes there are. I was just putting that
Yeah, you putting up videos on the internet?
no, I was making that stupid collage.
I'm looking at one you just posted here on Discord.
A little bit like
Wow Fields 4. Oh, I remember this map. Okay. Yeah, we played this one the other night with those ramps that go up into the base.
Yeah, and you were talking about how you like the water one.
Yeah, I really like that blue tiger skin. I gotta try that. But you said the face is like the part you don't like.
I must never look at it again. It looks like a snake that's eating a tiger.
You could just leave the skin and then like take the face off to put like the face from a different skin.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I like it. It looks pretty cool. Watching your video and seeing the back of the guy flying around.
Well, I like the alien skin, I think. I like the guy that made those skins patterns, like he makes it so bright and distinct. But I like the alien one because the face is like this, it's like yelling, or like the mouth is open with the alien teeth. And it's just more kind of interesting.
I want to try out the Tron skin someday.
I thought you made a video with them.
No, I've never even. I downloaded them, but I haven't tried to put them on yet. I've just been using these same skins I've always been using.
Didn't you have the Sailor Moon model back in the day?
Oh yeah, I've done all sorts of. I did Mega Man, Sailor Moon, Mario,
Mega Man, cool.
Yoshi. I really like the Yoshi. Yeah.
Did you ever do the helicopter?
No, probably not that one.
I was thinking that would be a trippy thing for a RailwarZ video, to have like everybody play as the helicopter model.
That would be pretty trippy.
Do you want to see these Rail Arena maps? They're pretty neat. There's you have quite a bit of stuff from these guys already, but like this was just like I saw like what was on Dyslow, and then like what other maps from the series were available, and I think that they were just like out there like on the internet, and mine is nice. Like they have like a arena feel, like a small arena.
Yeah, I feel like look at some of these. I like these maps. These are Thrasher.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Thrashers. Like you've seen like the Cove, and you've seen like you showed me all like the
CL Rails,
Happy Bangers Temple, and they have like full series of maps, like where like you can hide like in the pillars on the corners.
Right.
And yeah, you showed me all of those, and then these are just like the other ones from the series, and they're all like, let me just go through them.
Some of the textures you sent me, I didn't add them yet because they're in like uppercase letters, so I need to change them to lowercase letters before I can upload.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Oh, it's alright. It's like because the server's running Linux, it doesn't recognize uppercase letters. Like it wants everything to be lowercase.
Sure. I will make sure that. I didn't realize that.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I tell you, a lot of these maps you're never going to play anyway, just nobody ever wants to play. I wish I could get the map rotation to work on the FFA mode, but I can't get it to work. Brad says he can get it to work on his server, but I've even copied like his FFA CFG on here, and I still can't get it to work. I don't know, maybe it's just like the operating system I'm used to. But that would be nice if rotation worked on the FFA. I feel like the only way we ever change maps is like you, me, and Dish Rabbit just changing maps.
That's true. This one is pretty neat, huh? With the pillars.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
I feel like it's basic. It's like I don't want to say any squares, but I think you know where I was going with the basic square.
Oh, this one, I like this one.
I have the floor texture on one computer, but not the other.
I like the center gazebo or whatever that is in this.
It's like some kind of drum. It's like a goat skin drum.
Oh, I don't have the text. I don't really know what it is, but yeah, it looks really cool.
Oh, okay.
I like the design of this, man. It's so nice. Lots of room to move around and lots of stuff to hide behind.
This is the last one, I think, from this series.
It's kind of like
Similar to the last one.
Blizzard paints that a little bit.
I can see that, yeah. This guy just loves it. What's that?
But I haven't talked to Buzzard Bait in a while. I wonder what he's up to. He's super nice guy. He's always on Discord usually. Oh.
Oh, never mind. I'll show you that one later.
Okay. Maybe I can add the spawn points to it or something. DMA. It sounds familiar. I think I did look at it. I think I looked at it like an offline mode or something. Did you connect to the different server? Or are you just reconnecting?
I was just waiting for the Chicago. I was feeling.
There it goes. I'm gonna take my dog outside. Man, it was 70 degrees yesterday.
Is it cold out now?
I felt cold this morning. I don't know if it's still cold or not. But it's windy outside. But yeah, yesterday it was 72 degrees or something.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing. That's awesome.
It's like, then the next day it'll be like 20 degrees. It's crazy here.
Wow.
It's like cold like the desert.
Oh, it's cold at night?
Yeah, it's usually cold. Some nights it's like 58, 60 degrees. I guess it really just depends. It feels a little chilly out here. It's pretty windy. Can you still hear me?
You bring your computer outside?
I took my phone outside. Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Beaver. What's up?
Lost my connection when I went outside.
I'm almost, yeah. Wait. It's just traffic. I'm just putting the date on it.
So you're uploading something.
No, I'm putting in the, 2018, like, onto, RailwarZ thing that I sent you with the kick thing.
Oh,
That made 0 sense, so sorry about that.
that's not good. I'm trying to pay attention. My mind's in 100 places. But yeah, one of these days I'll, whenever you're ready, I'll send you links for like all those files and editors and pretty much everything you need to make an app and edit apps and edit files and do all that stuff.
Have you ever played that game where you play soccer with the little, cars or whatever?
Cars? Oh, it's kind of like, I know what you're talking about. I haven't played it, but I know what it is. It's like, Rocket League.
Rocket League, yeah.
I've heard about it, and it, like, whenever I saw it, it reminded me of the coupon Quick to Kick.
Yeah. I could see that, like,
I feel like everything originated from Quake 2. You know, like Counter-Strike? Like, that came from, like, Rocket Arena 2 and actually Quake 2.
yeah, man. That's
Like,
like,
you don't respawn until everyone dies.
I didn't know that. That was actually from there.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's like, they did it in Rocket Arena 2 first, and then they made Action Quake 2, which is pretty much Counter-Strike. And then they made Counter-Strike after Action Quake 2 was a thing. So I'm sure that's like where the idea came from. I mean, it's like, it could have came from anything. Like, they had Nintendo 64, GoldenEye.
Oh, but I feel like you're right. Like, there was a direct line of people, actually, probably, that
I'm sure.
moved over. Because I know my friend Ray, like, we had a Quake 2 plan, and then he started playing Counter-Strike, and that was pretty common. Like, I feel like a lot of people,
Oh, yeah.
especially in the action community, like, they made that jump. But, like, they probably also set up that community. You're right. I didn't realize that. That's crazy. I'm not back, but I'm almost back.
Yeah, you can talk to me later. Yeah.
101. Oh, we got it.
Is this the same map?
Oh, this is the one you had on Earth.
What is it? Let me put on the next one. There's a cool Merrick's one.
I like this skybox. Like the Northern Lights.
I can't get it to play on my other computer.
Oh, it won't play on your Windows computer?
Yeah, it's not weird.
Try to reconnect.
Yeah. Let me try this version. This is the Awakening version. It should be like the same. Oh, this one I can do. For thinking of this style, like I feel like you didn't usually make them this small. Like they'd be more complex. Oh yeah, you're right. The sky is really nice. Beaver? Beaver? Sorry, I had something weird happen. Beaver? Yeah, I can hear you now. I feel like it was me. Because I used the browser version of Discord and I feel like I disconnected it.
Okay, so they're gonna be there in 2 minutes. He was Marzer, no, for Arthur, and here, I sent you a little picture. I think it's
Right? There's something weird going on.
I'll be watching.
It's leaking.
You gotta go down there. His name is. He's at Toyota Camry.
This map is pretty ugly, but it's got flow. Me too. It's so ridiculous. It's not. It'll be a huge weight off my mind. Oh yeah. Yeah. Was it intentional, like aroma of marijuana? That's awesome. I would maybe keep it not in the car though, but whatever. I mean, that's taking it too literally. Like that person probably got that as a gift, and then it's like, oh, I will put it in my car. And it's like, well, what if you get pulled over?
probably writing right now, so we check out now. Okay.
What do you think of this one?
Look for him, okay? Toyota Camry. Alright. Wait. Okay, see on the phone. Let me see. It says arriving soon. Toyota Camry.
I like the staircase.
I think it's updating. Oh, it is 6.
He's calling. Raven, do you want to take?
Yeah. You do, baby, you can bring your phone.
Oh, he's not calling. He's not calling no more.
Oh, she's on trip. Okay, you got it? Alright, got it.
I hear you, Beaver. Well, nice talking to you, and talk to you later. Thanks so much for looking at that stuff. See ya. Awesome. Compiling stuff too. Okay, well, thanks, man. Talk to you later.